Yep, it's working. But should we start outside? Do you think? Yeah.
Okay, so we're headed into the Omaha Union Station Durham Museum. My first time coming here. So we'll go in and start getting some filming and some information. So let's go see all about this museum. So we're gonna start filming in here. This is inside the station itself. I'm getting some of the shots of the chandeliers and the station itself. So hopefully we'll have some fun here.
All those little video clips and they'll kind of put them together and then they'll do a voiceover on top of it. So that way you're not having to like talk while you're doing it. So I do think we should get a little clip of some of these statues. So like you can maybe like pan across these statues with the flag in the back, and then we'll get those ones over there. All the girls are going to
So they have some of these statues here in the museum, in the original train station on some of the benches. So I'll be filming some of those statues as well, going through the museum. And they have a huge American flag that I will catch as soon as I turn around here to get far enough back so everybody can see it. So there's the huge American flag, and then we've got some of the ticket booths that they used to sell tickets at here in the museum, and here's another one of one of the statues here. And this is kind of interesting. There's a little kid peeking around the bench, one of the statues. And then we have a lady with a couple little children, and I'm guessing this is probably a representation of one of the train people with baggage. And then we have another of an older gentleman that is looking at the Union Station directory for trains and schedules from what it looks like. So this is a sort of a top view. This is a Union Pacific caboose from the top of the stairs before we go down. Hopefully we can get so let me see if I can get a little bit of the side of the caboose here. So it looks like We have the steam engine 1243 on the Union Pacific, the overland route. Pretty cool steam engine. And we've got a Union Pacific overland lighted sign on the wall, it looks like. And we have some displays, connecting rods for the wheels. So this is inside the caboose here, and here's the cupola for all you that don't know what the cupola is. That's what it looks like inside the cupola. And here's the back area of the caboose, along with a shot outside the back of the caboose. And as you can see, we've got a brake wheel back there. So I think that's about all the filming I can do right now in the caboose. And here's some brief history on the Union Pacific. And if you want to read some of this stuff, you can try to go back and pause the video to read some of this stuff for yourself. And this looks like this is a shovel for, I'm guessing, digging on railroad sites and stuff. It looks like an original shovel. And then it looks like it's a 1920 ranch line electric car. Come on. Then it looks like we have some Union Pacific passenger cars. So we'll film once we get in the passenger, the entrance car again. Okay, so come on. So we have a 1940 Douglas truck here. And then here we come into the Cornhusker car that I'm entering now. These are some of the luxury cars for the Union Pacific. This is particularly the dining car from the looks of it. And here we go into the next car. Looks like we're coming into a passenger car here.
Look how fancy. Got curtains.
Wow, this is interesting wandering through these cars. Interesting look. This looks like this is the snack type car where they served snacks and things and sodas. So wow, it looks like we've even got some menus with prices and stuff on them. And here's a picture of, I guess, some of the passengers in this type of car when it was operational. And I'm guessing these were rooms that are no longer accessible. This looks like it might have been the barber shop for the lounge car, what they're calling the lounge car. And then here we come into another passenger car. Looks like this is one of the restrooms inside the cars. And we have another passenger car here. So we have one of the loft beds up here and another passenger seating area, it looks like. And here's one of the style rooms that could turn into a passenger seating area or bedding, it looks like. It looks like a double stack with a little restroom and a mirror and sink area. And the usual hallways. And here we have another closed off one with the double stack with the restroom and stuff. And it looks like we have an open one that's displayed of what it would look like when it was being used. with the sink and the bathroom and stairs to the upper bunk. And here we go with another double stacked bunk area with the ladder and everything. And we're coming up to the end with some single living or seating areas with the sinks and beds and everything. And then we're coming to the end of the car.
Quick question. How do you know?
So it looks like we got an O scale layout.
Like there's a drive-in movie theater. And I think it's showing a movie too.
Yep. Looks like they've even got a drive-in theater, which is really cool.
Just read it. Drive-in theater at the start, 1933 in Canada. In the late 50s and early 60s, there were more 4,000 drive-in theaters in the United States. Nebraska had around 40 at their peak.
And we've got a drive-in theater information. This is a pretty cool layout, people. Like I said, I think this is O scale, because it's a lot bigger than our usual HO.
Very cool, right?
Yes, it is. Look at there's the mailman.
Yeah, he's stealing the mail.
Gas station with some houses.
Oh, all the lights in the buildings and street lights.
How do I turn it off?
I don't know.
You just have to wait, it'll go off.
Let me see. Let me read. Where does Durham
We got a cemetery going here and a church.
Cold plant. Oh wow. Press the button.
Looks like we got some pretty cool stuff. You press the button and it lights stuff up. Looks like we got a fire station going, which is pretty cool. Another gas and towing station. Wow, Big Boy 4014 in O scale. Looks pretty cool. Wow, and some of the other Big Boy locomotives. Looks like we got 8040, 840 in the back, 402, 4403, and we've got some other Union Pacific locomotives in the back. And then if you come down a little bit, it looks like we've got a turntable with a bunch of the locomotives. So that's pretty interesting. Start recording. Looks like we've got another Model A Ford, and we've got a Bennington van and storage company truck here. This is pretty cool. I'm guessing this is double O gauge, I'm guessing. Pretty big locomotives. Then we're heading into a secondary room with a bunch of stuff from railroading. And then we've got some stuff on the Homestead Act of 1862. Looks like we've got a patchwork quilt of some sort. And then we've got different items from different eras. I'm guessing these are remains of some influential people.
It will tell you the story of a person.
Ooh, there's maybe not remains. It looks like there's soil collections by these individuals. Ooh.
Get the stuff on trains.
It looks like this might have been a general store. They've got a lot of stuff on food in here. This looks like this is a picture of how it would have been back when it was in running order. Boy, this is some pretty cool information. The USS Omaha. check out this display, people, that we've got.
Look at this. Is this Omaha?
Looks like we've got a lot of stuff going on in this display, people. Looks like this is from the Trans-Mississippi and International Exposition in Omaha in 1898. And it looks like there's a centennial celebration in 1998. And then coming over through here, it looks like we have a U.S. Wells Fargo mail carriage, passenger carriage. And then it looks like we have an original bar here. We're coming into another room here. It looks like these might be coins or plaques or representation of coins. Gold medals, actually, it looks like. So I'm guessing this is medals. Some of them look like medals, some of them look like coins. Pretty interesting. So it looks like there is a mix of coins and medals, which is pretty interesting. Never seen a collection like this before. Pretty cool. Here's some firefighting stuff. As I talked about, I will have some firefighting stuff when my layout eventually gets built, so I figured I'd film a little bit of this. Plus, if y'all didn't know, I used to be a volunteer firefighter as well when I was younger. So I figured I'd catch this since I found it. And camera. So here's some of the train station stuff. Looks like this is a picture of how the old train station was set up when it was running. And some of the pictures from inside the station, and some menus, looks like, from the station. And it looks like these are samples of the flooring. And picture of what I'm suspecting is a conductor's uniform. And some pictures of the other designs. Looks like this is sections of the lighting. And a section of the ceiling moldings and stuff. The original. And pictures of the Art Deco and how the flooring was set up, the designs and stuff. And then looks like we have another one of the statues over here. And then we have another statue coming up over here. And then it looks like we've got some old time pictures of Omaha area back in the days. Some film, old style filming equipment, and it looks like livestock and old cowboy pictures from back in the day. And we've got some more filming stuff here and old cowboy pictures.
Yeah, my dad looks like that. I was gonna have
And here's another one of the statues of a little girl.